Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
I think one of the things that attracted people to Alex Smith initially was his mobility, and that's never changed. That guy's a great athlete, but he's so sharp with the football, so accurate, and takes care of it so well. He rarely puts his team in bad situations.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. 42 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU, and boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And what qualities really attracted Kansas City to move up to get Patrick Mahomes? We know it's the big arm. He got that from his dad, a former Major League pitcher, but also has the moxie and the ability to move outside of the pocket and make any throw you want, across body, all the way downfield, the short stuff. This guy's got it all.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Tackle made there by Mason Foster. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. It'll be a Redskin first down as Smith hits Crowder.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. On the handoff, it's Geis. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Smith. It's brought in by Doxson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Smith. He'll check it down to Geis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll hand it now to Geis. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he lost the football. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, this from 34. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. On second down, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Mahomes to throw once more. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So out now come the Redskins. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Oh, nice move. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for him right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Got to love what they're doing on offense right now.
Ready, blue.
They run with Hunt, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Blue 45.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Ready.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Ready, green, 90.
On the run, this is Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Automatic
Because
first
they're
down.
inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now it's Hunt, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go. Blue, 45. Blue.
He'll get it up the middle. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Ready, blue, 45.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go now. Blue, 45.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Butker now to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. A good pickup there, a 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Geis. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a run with Geis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. They'll run it now out of the gun. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Geis. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again they run, again it's Gase. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Green 39. Green 30.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Back to throw. And able to find Conley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a 1st down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.